Just landed in Boston, super excited for the real estate pop-up. We got young Kennedy here, a 5-year-old who wants to get the shot. We'll see you guys tomorrow, Fairmont Innovation Lab.
Hey guys, as you can see, we're traveling with kids this time. Whenever you're traveling with kids, it requires patience, endurance, patience. Did I say patience? It's a lot, but it allows them to see what we do, accustomed to a certain lifestyle. My son, Kennedy, loves being on a plane, loves traveling, which is something we want all of our kids to enjoy and love, so that they never get complacent in anything. A family that prays together, stays together. A family that travels together.
Friday, we're leaving on Sunday, so 2 nights, but we got about 2 weeks worth of clothes. We got kids and we like to dress, so there you go.
I want to go in the tunnel.
It is 2:58 and it's bumper to bumper rush hour traffic in Boston. We gotta go bye-bye. You wanna go see Grandma? Driving through Roxbury, where I grew up at. This is one of the best neighborhoods in Boston, not just because I grew up here, but it's so close to downtown. The values have appreciated a lot, good amount of gentrification going on, but there's still gems, hidden gems in Roxbury. As far as for a wholesale deal, it's kind of like finding a needle in a haystack, but if you know what you're looking for, it's easier to find. But not every property or not every seller is going to want to sell to a fast cash investor. Again, it's going to be 1 in 100, 1 in 1,000. But again, you find that 1,000 person, you can really do well. And you're actually solving the problem for the homeowner, right? Because some people don't just want to sell, they need to sell. They have life situations that happen. They may have just gotten a divorce. Their job might have just transferred them out of state, where they got to sell quickly. In that case, they can't let the property sit on the MLS for 60, 90 days. They need to sell in 2 weeks. That's where an investor would come in and purchase it quickly for cash, solve that person's problem. That's what we do. Decided to stop by a property that we had under contract a couple months ago. This is a historic brownstone here in the Roxbury neighborhood of Boston, and this is just a lesson to show that not every deal is a home run. Some deals you actually will lose some money on. We actually got this property under contract in October of 2018, and the problem was we got it under contract too high, right? So we had it under contract, we put it out for assignment, we were trying to wholesale it, and we had a bunch of buyers come through, but the price was too high and there wasn't enough room for the buyers to make a spread. So we actually, we put down a $5,000 cash deposit. We actually lost our deposit, so we're only able to get back $2,000 out of the $5,000. But again, it's just a lesson learned that we contracted a little bit too high. We didn't end up, finding a buyer. We actually had to back out of the contract. Again, every deal is not going to be a home run, but listen, we made 6 figures on several wholesale deals. So that $3,000 we lost was just water under the bridge. It was what I call a seminar. We learned a lesson and we keep it moving. So just letting you guys know, full disclosure, not every deal is going to be a win. As long as you keep going, you'll win. We're actually out in front of a house that we wholesaled a few months back. So we actually got this property under contract back in, what was it, July? Last year. And they're actually working on it now. Got a contract in July, sight unseen. This is actually a virtual wholesale deal. We were in North Carolina. We got this deal under contract in Boston. We flipped it without ever seeing it, made $105,000 gross. So it's amazing what you can do with real estate.
This was a deal that was taken down by Driving for Dollars using Deal Machine.
Deal Machine, shout out to Deal Machine.
Another postcard driver, absentee owner, lived in New York or New Jersey.
Jersey.
Lived in Jersey, knew nothing about what was going on at this property, didn't want it anymore.
The guy lived out of state, he lived in Jersey. Property's paid off, he's a millionaire, didn't want it. We contacted him saying we want to buy. He said, look, I'm looking to sell. I have no plans to go back to Boston, no interest in keeping the property. We made him an offer, we negotiated, we got under contract, and we ended up flipping it for a cool 6-figure profit. So this is what really put us in the game as cash buyers in this real estate game.
What a wolf? My goodness.
Oh my God.
Alaskan Malamute and Great Pyrenees. Archie, smile for the camera.
Archie. What's up? Holy guacamole.
It's like walking around with a neon sign.
I actually want to see if we can meet the investor who bought it from us. We've never met him before. It was all done through over the phone. One of our partners at Boston introduced us to this particular cash buyer. You can see his truck is in the driveway right there. Here we are, Lonsdale Street. This is in a really hot area of Boston called Adams Village. The reason this area is so attractive is it's close to the public transportation. 10 minutes you'll be in downtown Boston, you can be in Harvard Square. So this is a really hot area. This is actually a 3-unit, they call it triple deckers here in Boston. So each floor of this property will sell for $500,000 to $600,000. We actually had this whole building under contract for $475,000. So as you can see, we got it about 30 cents on the dollar. We flipped it at 40 cents on the dollar. We made our money. The investor made his money. It was a win-win. Here we just landed back in North Carolina. We caught a red eye, so it's early. But hey, we had an awesome time in Boston. The pop-up event was amazing. Had an amazing turnout. Over 125 people there. The room was actually filled to capacity. It was great. People flew in from all over. They drove 6, 8, 12 hours from Rochester, New York, Columbus, Ohio.
Florida, they flew in from Florida.
Flew in from Florida. So really surprised us, but we were just excited to see all those people hungry to learn about financial freedom and about real estate.
And we have to thank the man himself, Mr. Max Maxwell, who flew into town.
Shout out to Max,
and
flew into town.
Amazing job giving the people exactly what they wanted. Max answering questions. Next up, you guys, We Live 19, Dallas,
This is the
Texas.
biggest wholesaling real estate event ever. We're going to be speaking from the main stage. Be there. That's the next place you can see us, March 22nd to the 24th in Dallas, Texas.
If you don't have your tickets, go ahead and get them, and try to make sure
Selling
to
out
stay
fast.
at the host hotel,
The
Hilton Anatole. Stay there because it goes down after dark at the
Down
hotel.
in the DM? Or
It goes-
people are going to be networking.
Not your
not what
DM.
you think down after dark.
But it goes
Business
down.
networking type
Absolutely,
stuff.
man. That's what you don't want to miss, is when people actually connect. So, Dallas, Texas. What's the date?
March 22nd to the 24th. Hey, make sure you guys follow us. Make sure you subscribe. We love your questions. Comment below.
Check
We're going
us
to
out
answer
on
your
YouTube.
questions.
We're there now.
Subscribe to our channel. See you at the top.